Hello and welcome to the latest healthcare real estate update from Barwon Investment Partners. My name's Tom Patrick. I'm head of healthcare property here at Barwon and also a partner of the firm. So today I'm joined by two of my colleagues, Srimathi Iyengar and Sophie Monsour, the portfolio managers for the Barwon Institutional Healthcare Property Fund as well as the Barwon Healthcare Property Fund. Thanks for joining me today. You've obviously both been working in the healthcare industry for some time. I thought it'd be great for some of our investors to hear from you both as to what's been happening across the funds that you've been managing. Perhaps Sri, we could start with you. If you could, perhaps provide us an update with the Barwon Institutional Healthcare Property Fund and we could talk to some of the latest transactions that the fund's been involved in.
Hi Tom. Well, it's been an extremely busy quarter with lots of activity taking place. You would be aware that the development application has been approved for our new Maruchi Private Hospital development. And pleasingly, we had the groundbreaking ceremony in May. This event earmarked the beginning of construction, and we are excited by the fact that the building is already close to being fully tenanted. In the next few days, the institutional fund will also be completing the acquisition of a major hospital car park and healthcare asset in Buranda, Queensland, also known as the PA Central.
No, great. So let's maybe talk a little bit more about the hospital car park. Obviously a terrific asset for the vehicle. Can you tell me a little bit more about why this asset's such a strategic purchase for the fund?
As you know, Tom, when we look to acquire assets, we don't just look at their current value, but really take a deep dive into the future potential of these assets by way of development. The PA Central asset is directly connected to the Princess Alexandra Hospital, Queensland's second largest hospital and one of Australia's leading tertiary healthcare centres. What excites us about this asset is the favourable district centre zoning, which could allow for a development of up to 15 stories.
Oh, that's great. We obviously love to acquire assets which can be further developed and benefit investors and certainly the communities that they're serving. Before we finish with the Institutional Healthcare Fund, let's quickly touch on the recent exciting news around BIHPF being the first Australian healthcare fund to be certified with a Green Star rating. Can you just talk through what that rating means and why it's so important for some of our investors?
Yes, we have just had some fantastic news that BIHPF has been awarded with a 3-star Green Star rating for its portfolio of assets. We are very pleased with the certification. As you know, ESG considerations form an integral part of our acquisition due diligence processes and also our day-to-day asset management activities. We are committed to building upon our leading ESG position in the healthcare industry, and it is rewarding for the healthcare property team, our tenants and investors to see our sustainable properties being recognised with this Green Star rating.
Thanks very much, Sri, and thank you for the update. Why don't we move on now to the Barwon Healthcare Property Fund, which has had a very busy quarter with many high quality purchases being made around the country. Sophie, thanks for joining us. Can you please walk us through some of the latest acquisitions for the Barwon Healthcare Property Fund?
Hi Tom, great to be here. As we look to wrap up the financial year, looking back, we've acquired around 17 new acquisitions into the fund. This includes around $45 million of acquisitions transacted in this quarter alone across WA and Queensland. These properties also vary in terms of healthcare subsector, and we're excited to be introducing a new healthcare subsector into the portfolio.
We certainly like to keep you busy, don't we? I mean, I think that's one of the things we can be doing for investors is getting out there on the ground, particularly in markets which are a little bit more difficult than usual, searching out for those better quality assets in and around other assets that may be on the market. Let's hear more about the Queensland acquisitions then. Obviously been spending a fair bit of time up there and you know, talk us through what you've acquired up there, please.
So we're continuing to grow our exposure to day hospitals in the Barwon Healthcare Property Fund. Two of the new Queensland acquisitions are located at St Andrew's Place, and this is one of Brisbane's premier healthcare precincts. One of the acquisitions was of the iTech Day Surgery. This is leased to Cura Hospitals, and the other acquisition was of the hospital car park at St Andrew's Place.
Great, thanks Sophie. It is terrific to be getting a stronger foothold in that CBD Brisbane market there with some of those transactions. I know you and the team have also been busy across other states and territories. Can we hear a little bit more about what's been going on in WA for us, please?
We've been super active in the WA market as well. One of the new acquisitions is located in Joondalup to the north of Perth, and this is located nearby the Joondalup Health Campus. The property is anchored by Linear Clinical Research, who will operate a new clinical trials facility at the property, and the clinical trials sector has been experiencing major market growth. So we're super excited about introducing this new healthcare subsector into the portfolio. We're also proud to be continuing to back the provision of mental health services in the portfolio via the acquisition of a community mental health facility in Butler, WA. The asset is subject to a 15-year lease to WA Health, who treat adults with mental illness. So another great addition to the portfolio.
So some fantastic acquisitions made across both the Barwon Healthcare Property Funds. Thank you, Sri and Sophie, for providing an update today. I feel these transactions, coupled with our asset management activities over the last quarter, position the funds very well for the coming short-term periods. If you are interested in hearing more about any of the Barwon Healthcare Property Funds, or indeed how you might be able to invest or access the vehicles, please don't hesitate to contact myself, Sri, or Sophie at any time.